Okay, my pal ADRON Hall has put up a post on his excellent Transit Sleuth site where he says the following. There's an article about neglecting buses for light rail. Also, Al M., me, and Eric Halstead are notorious for their rants in the blogosphere about how TriMet neglects buses in favor of light rail. Well, here's my question. Imagine tomorrow that these people proposing this were in charge. Lou Church, Jason Barber, Alexander Dunlop, Patrick Ryan, Al M., Eric Halston. What would they do? If we stopped running light rail tomorrow, how would we move the people that ride the red-blue lines with the buses? If the budget were to stay exactly what it is today, how would TriMet move the same number of people if we started using only buses? Now look, Adron, I never had the idea of not running rail, okay? I think you've missed the point of my rants. My rants are directed at an agency who has allowed uncontrollable expansion with the assumption that somehow payroll taxes are going to continue this upward trend. It's like buying stocks at the top of the market, you know. They put no thought into the idea of, well, what would happen if all of a sudden funding didn't go where we thought it was going to go. Okay, so they keep expanding, they keep building light rail. There's no problem with light rail per se. There's a problem with the continuous building of light rail and then finding the money to operate it. So where's the money to operate the light rail coming from? It's coming from the buses. They're cutting the bus service to operate the rail. That's what's happening here, Adron. So already existing services are getting cut. The services that have been running for 20 years are getting cut right now to keep the rail going. Okay, my point is that they never should have started building all this stuff, and they have to put the brakes on. Just because the federal government is giving away money doesn't mean you need to take it, okay? Their idea is whatever the feds are giving, we'll take. See, they're not thinking about the fact that they have to pay to run this stuff later. And when they do have to pay to run the stuff later, it's coming out of the bus side. It's coming out of the 67. It's coming out of the 63. It's coming out of all the suburban routes, okay? They want rail. They want rail, they don't want bus. It's not about bus versus rail. It's about unbridled expansion. And they're not being honest about it. They're not telling the public what they're really up to here. They're being coy about it. Okay, they're building the stuff, and they know full well that that's going to come out of the current operations budget somewhere. So that's the point, Adrian. It's got nothing to do with bus versus rail. It's got to do with unbridled expansion without thinking about the future.